The recent political scandal involving the President of the Republic and the Comelec Commission cast more doubts on the integrity of an already unpopular commission. Thus, unsurprisingly, various sectors are clamoring for either the mass resignation of its top officials or the complete abolition of the said body. What is the Comelec's mandate and what was it created to do in the first place? The Comelec, or the Commission on Elections, is a constitutionally mandated body. It was created through a 1940 amendment in the 1935 Constitution. Through the years, however, the Comelec's functions, powers, and members have expanded through the 1973 and 1987 Constitutions. Yet the Comelec's foremost reason for being is still to execute and protect the people's right to vote, and to ensure that those votes are accurately counted. The Comelec enjoys administrative power as well as judicial authority, as stated in Article 9, Section 2.1 and 2.2 of the 1987 Constitution. Section 2.1 states that it shall enforce and administer all laws and regulations relative to the conduct of an election, plebiscite, initiative, referendum, and recall. And in Section 2.2, the Commission shall exercise exclusive original jurisdiction over all contests relating to the elections, returns, and qualifications of all elected regional, provincial, and city officials, and appellate jurisdiction over all contests involving elective municipal officials decided by trial courts of general jurisdiction or involving elective barangay officials decided by trial courts of limited jurisdiction. In fact, decisions, final orders, or rulings of the Commission on election contests involving elective municipal and barangay offices shall be final, executory, and not appealable. Furthermore, the powers of the Comelec is such that during election period, which is usually 90 days before election day and until 30 days thereafter, it can supervise or regulate the operation of transportation and all other public utilities. These are only a few of the body's administrative and judicial functions. In more than 6 decades of the Commission's history, majority of its rulings have been upheld by the Supreme Court, thereby affirming the Comelec's authority, power, and tremendous influence. Consequently, we can deduce that the people who make up the Commission also have more power and at the same time, more responsibilities. Under the Constitution, a chairman and 6 other commissioners constitute the policy-making body of the Comelec. All of them must be natural-born Filipino citizens, at least 35 years old at the time of their appointments, must at least have 10 years of experience in practicing law, and must not have been candidates for any elective position in the immediately preceding elections. These are the basic requirements to become a Comelec top official. However, aside from these, the more important prerequisite of becoming a commissioner is that one must be appointed by the President. Each of the commissioners shall only be appointed for a 7-year term without any provision for reappointment. Congress, through the Bicameral Commission on Appointments, confirms this appointment. Therefore, the manner by which these appointments are made and the appointees themselves are very crucial, because many believe that today's poor state of the Commission on Elections can be attributed to these appointments. During the Ramos administration, Bernardo Pardo was appointed, even with his own admission that he had no background in election law. It was also during Pardo's tenure as chair when the Comelec started hiring applicants endorsed by politicians. Pardo himself had been seen on various occasions with politicians. This seems very inappropriate considering the nature of the organization he is supposedly leading. Former President Estrada, on the other hand, is responsible for the appointments of the so-called Gang of Four. These were Luz Benita Tangcangco, Ralph Lantion, Rufino Javier, and Mejor Sadain. They were responsible for the multi-billion project to computerize voter registration, which was later declared by the Supreme Court through a vote of 14-0 as void because it was illegal and against public policy. In addition to this, the Gang of Four's well-publicized squabbles with the other commissioners, including Chairman Alfredo Benitayo, did nothing to uplift the public's confidence in the Comelec. However, the 2002 appointment of Chairman Benjamin Abalos by President Arroyo may prove to be the most controversial. Abalos is a politician and a Malakas Party stalwart. He also does not hide the fact that he enjoys a close friendship with First Gentleman Mike Arroyo. The infamous Virgilio Garciliano is another Arroyo appointee. So far, he has not been able to give a proper answer for the allegations against him that he orchestrated dagdag bawas in the 2004 elections. Clearly, the Comelec has evolved from an institution-building body to an organization reeking with politics and culture and patronage. What then? What can civil society do? Can civil society take an active part in at least knowing what the process is in appointing Comelec commissioners, just as it has taken an active role in the selection process in the Ombudsman and in the selection of the Chief Justice, though the latter is not as participative and transparent as the former? Should we just accept the current process as something that has been usually done? Should there be changes in the selection process of Comelec commissioners? These are the questions that brought us to come together to this nationwide video conference, and these are the questions we hope to answer this afternoon. What do we do? What should civil society do?